boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne crypto, champagne gains. Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite live streamer. Kaboom! I'm back. Of course, I'm back from the gym. You know the daily routine. We sharpen the machete, the blade, the axe, the samurai sword, the katana, the butcher knife. Every blade is sharpened. Ether on the pumpage. Ether on the pumpage. Now the Ether alts are pumping as well. You see the trends? Bitcoin pumps, then Ether pumps, then the alts pump. Next will be the NFTs, then the metaverse. You know the routine, guys. Steady and patient. I don't think it's the major pump, but we're going to see action, I believe, on most of the networks. Until there's a sell-off. I think maybe we'll start seeing sell-offs, maybe 25K, maybe if we're lucky 30K, which could equal about 2K Ether. We already hit that 1,500 on the ETH. Shout out to ETH. This after the announcement of the merger. The merger. It's no longer ETH 2.0. It's the merger. They remixed it. They rebranded it. I don't know who did it, but someone rebranded. Apparently. I never heard of the merger until last week. We're cryptomaniacs. Merging with what? I don't know. It's ETH 2.0 is what I'm used to. Proof of stake, upgrade. But now they're calling it the merger. Same thing. You know, they're just renaming the name of the club. Every once in a while, you just got to give it a new name. Make it exciting. You know the deal. You just got to throw a new name out there. The merger. And, you know, it seems to be working. The hook seems to have caught. Shout out to the metamaniacs. Now, we got the Ethereum alternatives running behind it. That pump. We got Phantom on the pumpage. We got Harmony 1 on the pumpage. We got Solana on the pumpage. Several of your favorite altcoins are pumping. This is going to positively impact the ETH alternatives, guys. Listen, I think even if this ETH 2.0 works, it's not going to be as fast as some of these other alternatives to ETH. I don't think so. We'll see. But listen, either way, it's an upgrade and it's positively impacting the markets today and hopefully for the coming days. Now, I'm looking out for a sell-off, but apparently that's not happening yet. Now, I'm glad that we've been buying a little more ETH than we have BTC. It's about 60-40. And I told you in the short run, this is what I've been saying. On the short run, ETH looks like it's got room for some gains out here. I think it's worth a 15th of a bit of a Bitcoin. A 15th of a Bitcoin, we're looking at about 0.07 right now. It could easily double up against the bits. If you ask me personally, it may be even more of a 20th. I don't know. But about, definitely at least a minimum 10%. More like 20%, which is, more of a gratuity. It's like 15 to 20%. You know what I mean? Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Make sure you're clicking on all the linkage below in the description. Shout out to everybody signing up to that video creator bot. I got Amy working overtime, throwing an extra video a day for the champ just because, following the headlines, keeping you guys focused. And you can get a bot working for you as well. I think the first 5-6 videos are free, and then obviously you got to pay the piper. Guys, you got to pay the piper. But link below if you want to check out the AI bots. They got over 20 different voices. You could do your own voiceover. Basically, you provide the script. You could just give it 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. It sources stock footage immediately, sets it all up in a timeline for you, and kaboom, and gives you the stock footage and stock music. So, guys, don't sleep, guys. Content production. Make sure you're producing something daily. It doesn't matter if you got a day job. You could do an extra post on the sideline. You don't got to show your face. You don't even got to talk. You could repurpose content with some stock footage and whatnot. And, you'll be surprised. Just rewording headlines, making them easier to understand. Some of these articles are generated by bots themselves, and they're hard to read. You could just spruce them up a little bit. I'm going off a tangent, guys. Make money online, including crypto. And I'm talking about making gains, the champagne gains out here. Drop me a comment in the population of the chat box. Let's look at the math, see what's going on with BTC and ETH and the rest of the crypto markets, these Ethereum alts, these ETH alts. Ether against BTC at 0.069. It was just touched 0.07. Now you see the technicals are reading strong buy, strong buy, strong buy, strong buy, strong buy. This is ETH against Bitcoin. So right now, the markets are favoring ETH. I told you guys. I don't know what else to say. Now we got FANTOM. Okay, one of my faves. Now FANTOM is warming up. It's gone neutral against Ethereum, which is the top gunner right now. Neutral against, actually buy against Bitcoin. So FANTOM is warmer than Bitcoin. And looking at it against USDT, it's on a buy. Listen, I like FANTOM. In fact, the champ here has got a long gun stake over there at the Spirit Swap, which is one of the top dexes on the FANTOM blockchain. Spirit Swap and what's the other one? Spooky Swap. I don't got a long stake on Spooky, but I do on Spirit. There, it's a lockup over there, so it pays off weekly too. So I'm a believer. I'm a believer in FANTOM. Then you got Harmony One. Harmony One, it's one of my least faves as far as the Ethereum alternatives, though. I do recognize that, it is fast. I have to give it that much. And this is where DeFi Kingdoms sprung out of. And this is sell against ETH. And you got Waves on the move. Waves is an OG. I talked about this yesterday, guys. About perhaps, maybe, possibly a OG winter and or summer bull run. What I mean by that is the OG coins, the bits, the ETH, and the old school coins that have been around for some time. Like the lights, maybe. Waves has been around for a while. Perhaps we see a resurgence in the old school crypto coins. Maybe that could be the trend. I don't know, but I'm looking around. The champ is always paying attention. Harmony One against US dollar is buy. So yeah, the ETH alternatives are warming up. Even the Near protocol, which I don't really talk much about, but it's another protocol. The protocols are warming up, indeed. The protocols are warming up, including Solana, which is one of the bigger market cap coins. Solana against Bits is buy. And you got Solana against USDT looking like a buy. So, we're seeing a trend change here. Clearly a trend change after Ethereum is really pulling the market here. I see Ethereum gaining market share on BTC. And in fact, in my opinion, I'll repeat this, I think Ethereum is worth 0.15 of a Bitcoin. That's what I think it should be worth, maybe even 0.2. Okay, but above 0.1. All-time highs, I believe, are 0.15 for Ether against BTC. So I do believe we can go to a 10th here in the midterm. And I said this before, and the Bitcoin maxis are going to hate me for this, but I see more utility in ETH than I do Bitcoin. Now, I see the niche utility of BTC. Obviously, they got a stronghold on it. They're first mover. I mean, listen, we could talk about it, obviously. But ETH got something going for it. ETH's got several things going for it. There's more action, more activity within the blockchain. And one can argue that it's more valuable simply because of all the coins that it contains. That being said, am I going to dump my bits for ETH? Probably not. No, but I'll keep acquiring ETH. So you got what's the all-time high here with ETH against BTC? Because it's clearly going to test Bitcoin right now with this merger coming up. So you go against BTC. Yeah, it doesn't show the all-time. Yeah, perhaps TradingView does, though. Let me check this out. BTC or ETH against USD. I mean, ETH against Bitcoin. Getting lost in the sauce over here. So many coins. Yeah, it only gives you a 52-week range. So the all-time high in the past year has been 0.08, which is, this top right over here. But we can pull this out. Let's see this. More advanced chart. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. I haven't even looked at the chat. Sometimes the chat distracts me, to be honest with you. I want to shout you guys out in just a moment here. Let me look at this chart here, this all-time chart on ETH BTC. All-time. Of course, TradingView goes slow because I'm streaming, but it's all good. Let me change the log over here. And this is all-time chart for ETH. Yeah, so you can see all-time highs, are like you see some candle reach about 0.15, but it's slightly above a tenth. I think that we could be headed that way. You can see this all-time chart. It looks like it could move to the right. Not gonna lie. Up and to the right. Let me check out the chat box, see what's going on. And check out that one day on that ETH BTC. Phantom doing great, guys. Phantom doing great. Pull up a Phantom USDT. And it's at 33 cents. A deal in the steal right now on Phantom. Looking pretty good. Again, this is my favorite ETH alternative. I like Spooky. I like Beethoven. Beethoven's one of my favorite platforms, which is a fork of the Balancer platform there on Ether. You could create your own portfolios, decentralized. Other people can go in and out of them. You could do up to 7 or maybe even more than 7. Maybe it's 12. I'm not sure, but it's definitely more than 5 in a contract that you can control yourself. So you can, it's pretty Gucci, and it self-balances. So if you want to do, let's say, 10% Phantom, 15% Bitcoin, another 15% Beats, or some of these other obscure coins, you could do a portfolio like that with up to, I said, 7 coins, maybe, or more, but definitely more than 5. And it rebalances in real time, so you don't got to do anything. You just set the calibration, and it's, set it and forget it. Hex USDT. Hex still stuck at 4 cents. You saw that vid I put up yesterday, right? Richard Hart saying Hex is more secure than Bitcoin. Now, listen, it hasn't been hacked. I guess for now, I mean, but I got to say, he's a good marketer. He's a good marketer. Let's look at the chat, see what's shaking and baking. Guys, make sure you're checking out the links. I see the Medal of Honor spinning. I like the Medal of Honor. That's an NFT that we did. Phantom's greater than Solana, says Corviday. I like it more, me personally. I like it more than Solana. Solana's doing well, though. Solana's its own thing. It's kind of centralized. They can turn it on and off. It's more of like a glorified database, but they're doing well. They got good contacts. I would say. And they have some liquidity, too. They're a bigger coin. It's bigger than Phantom, arguably. But Phantom is EVM. It's Ethereum, it's directly with the MetaMask. So I like that. Andrew's here. What's up, Andrew? I just sold a position trying to find a new coin to ride in the next day or two, says Andrew. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't really do that day trading, or I don't even do much swing trading like that day or two. But it looks like, at least for today, it looks like the ETH alternatives are doing well. Ethereum as well. Ethereum's leading the charge. Solana is very buggy if you actually try to use it, says Corvid. Yeah, I haven't really much used it, but, I do like the fact that Solana is supported by OpenSea, which is a big deal in my opinion. And, it seems like they're trying to do more with the bridging or whatnot. So, hey, listen, more power to them. I'm not leading with Solana first. There's other coins that I want before Solana. But shout out to those that are holding Solana. We have a few people in the Discord that were talking about Solana. And they did okay with the NFTs, But again, they're not my first choice. There's several other coins that I choose, including Phantom before Solana, including even Polygon Matic, which is also supported by OpenSea. So you got Phantom Tether. What else is doing well? The top gainers, again, it's Waves. At least on my radar here. Phantom is my top gainer. Waves, Harmony 1, Near Protocol, which I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know much about. Okay, I mean, you know, obviously it's its own blockchain. It's doing its thing. I just don't know much about it. But it's been around. It's there. It's doing well today. Right there next to Solana. Zilliqa's doing well. We've actually used this several times. Zilliqa, we got the wallet and whatnot. And again, it's these protocols that are doing well in the wake of Ethereum's pump now with this September 19th, I believe, an announcement, which is supposed to be the tentative date for the merger, the merge. It sounds pretty hot, though, you know, like, I guess people like it more than ETH 2.0. It is the same thing, I'm assuming. Now, I'm surprised, like, something like AVAX is not pumping more. It's doing well, though. It's pulling up ahead against ETH. So you see, like, most ETH alternatives are moving faster than ETH today. So this is AVAX against ETH. So it's pulling up on ETH an extra 5%. But the one that's really doing well is Phantom against ETH. It's up 15% against ETH. And ETH is just warm. Again, I'm going to keep saying it's one of my faves. Polygon and Phantom are my two top alternatives to ETH. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, if I'm not mistaken, the Medals of Honor were on Matic, right? Yeah. We wanted to guarantee that they'd be on OpenSea. And that's why we did it on Matic instead of Phantom. But you know what? Most of the trading for the Medal of Honor has gone down on Tofu NFT, which supports Phantom as well. So check that out. All right, guys, drop me a comment here, a question. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Check out the links down below in the description. We'll continue to put out that good crypto word. See the losers today. The losers today are Matic. That's understandable. They had a good run earlier last week because of that Disney announcement. So, you know, people are, I would assume, this is something for you guys to pay attention to. Something that had great news last week. And no bad news this week. There's no bad news for Matic. It did the pump last week, and now the money, I would assume, is going to other opportunities that are hotter today. Like, you know, that was last week's news. So if you're still holding on to last week's news, for a swing and day trader may not be that good. Kaboom. I don't know what happened here to my chat. I got logged off somehow. All good. All right, guys. I'm going to keep this one brief and short. I'll be back even today with some shorter form content. Keep you guys tapped in. And if anything, you can, you know, wait for the next video, jump into Discord, and more. Stay strong out there, guys. Hit the gym. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest.